Please feel free to subscribe to this sideshow.
I've had a few words about the general quadratic equation, and I want to move on to the general cubic equation, which can be written down as ax squared plus bx, ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d is 0. But without loss of generality, we can divide through by a and get this expression here, x cubed plus bx squared plus qx plus r is 0. And we'll say that the roots are alpha, beta, and gamma. Now, virtually everything I've said so far about the quadratic equation, in other words, how to find a new equation, if we say increase the value of the roots by 2, or diminish them by 3, or multiply them by 5, all those methods apply equally well over here. So I won't go through them again. So I'll move straight on to finding an equation whose roots are the squares of the original one. In other words, alpha squared, beta squared, gamma squared, and means the x squared is replaced by y. So let's see what happens then. Ax cubed becomes xy, x cubed becomes xy, bx squared becomes bq, and the qx and the r. Now we'll group together the terms which have x's in them, which is that one and that one. So that is x into y plus q, and the other one which we take to the other side is minus py plus r. And now square both sides, and what you'll get then is x squared here. Well, x squared is y, so it's written down y there, y plus q squared equals, and when you square that, the minus sign disappears, so that's just py plus r squared, all squared, okay? And that's it. We can simplify that, but I don't think there's much mileage to be gained by battering that into submission any further. That is the equation we require. It's an equation in y only, and it has no radicals. Right. Okay? So that's my way of doing it, but there is an orthodox way, and that is to write out the left-hand side here as it is, then multiply it by the same expression, but with minus x replacing x. And that is what you will get over here. All I've done in the next bit is I've just, replaced x squared by xy, x squared by y, so I get xy plus py plus qx plus r, and the same here, but I've changed the signs of everything just to make life a little bit easier, which is permissible to do, because if I multiply this by minus 1, I have to multiply that by minus 1, and it still remains 0, and then that becomes almost same as we got here, xy minus py plus qx and minus r. And now we'll group the terms together. If we start at this end here, we take the negative term there, py plus r, and then the positive term x into y plus q. I think that should be, yes, x into y plus q, right? And then the same over here. We'll see now this is just a difference of squares situation. You've got a plus b times a minus b. So when you multiply that out, that's a squared minus b squared. So what this becomes then is y times y plus q all squared minus py plus r all squared, which I think you can see is exactly the same as that.
Please feel free to subscribe to this sideshow.